Hey guys and gals, this is me, Mudahar here. No, I'm just kidding guys, I'm not some ordinary gamers. Hey guys, it's me, SeetherCord here, and welcome to a new video for you guys today. Kind of changing up the tone, you guys like it? Not really? Whatever, I don't care. I actually do care. Please don't unsubscribe. Please, I need this job, this is all I got, we're broke. For today's video, we got another topic involving the furry fandom, and when it came to me discussing in my head what should be today's video's topic should be, I started to think, you know what? Furries get a lot of bad rep in society and online. A lot of people think like, oh, furries are so cringy. And there are definitely a lot of cases where furries are indeed cringy, but there's also cases where furries are not nearly as much the most cringy thing online. Because in my opinion, I think furries, at least because of how long they've been around the internet for and how long they've existed for, I feel like they've been able to at least not be as cringy as some more newer stuff that's online out there these days. And so for today's video, we're going to be discussing the 10 things that I believe that are more cringeworthy than being a furry. That's right, guys, we better get our face mask and our hand sanitizer ready because we are going to be looking at some very toxic, very contagious, cringy stuff that we're going to be discussing that's more so cringy than being a furry within the furry fandom. So let's begin. Number 1, being a brony. Now, I won't deny that I've watched the entirety of My Little Pony with my girlfriend. It's a good show for kids, but I won't deny that it's not for me. And it's definitely not made for a lot of really old adults, and they sometimes get offended when people criticize them for being into the show when it's not meant for them, and they're kind of right. You can still like it if you want, you can say F you to them, but don't get offended when people think it's weird or out there that you enjoy something that's made for little girls, because it is, and you just accept that. People will think I'm weird because I like the show, and that's fine. I don't get offended by that because it makes sense. Same thing goes with me enjoying video games like Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, and everything like that, even though those are intended for people that are younger than me and like family oriented, like more for like kids that are like 12 or so years old. I'm 22 and I like that, and people look at me like I'm kind of weird for that and think I'm immature, but I don't care because I like it. So just basically just don't care, guys, and don't let it get to you so much because I see a lot of bronies let it get to them. And with the case that the show is now officially over, I can definitely see the fandom kind of dying out unless they try to find a way to revive it themselves or with some new future show that Hasbro's trying to push out with it. Maybe there will be some revival of that fandom, probably not, but let's just see how it goes in the future. And hopefully bronies can handle it better for the future. Probably not, but I'll try to hope. Number 2, Undertale fans. Now, I am guilty of this because I used to be like your pretty typical Undertale fanboy where I used to think like, oh my god, this is the best game I've played in forever. This is the best game that's ever been made, best indie game of all time ever. And it's not. It's a really good game, do not get me wrong. Toby Fox did an amazing job with this game, and I also love Chapter 1 of Deltarune, and I can't wait for Chapter 2, but I won't deny that it is definitely overrated. There are problems with it, you'll see, and I won't deny that because the game was so good and it was so much fun in my first playthrough, I was blinded by the actual problems with the game like every other video game has. So I won't deny that it's not the best game ever. And also you need to consider the fact that there are definitely a lot of fans of Undertale that think that it is the best game ever still, and they get offended when people say that it's not. And also they tend to get really offended when it comes to like shipping of certain characters and debates on how the characters are online are supposed to be or the gender of Frisk and such. I don't know. My girlfriend says that I look like Frisk a little bit. I hope to God that's not the case. Maybe it's fine, you know, Frisk, he kind of looks like a boy to me. There's apparently no official gender with Frisk, so whatever. Anyways, that's all for that. So yeah, Undertale fans, stop thinking your game is better than everyone else, because it's not. It's just a really, really good game, like a lot of other really, really good games, but not number 1. There is no number 1 video game. Number 3, Steven Universe fans. Now, Steven Universe just this past week ended with its series finale permanently. I was actually kind of like hoping for it a little bit because I won't deny I was getting tired of all the wait times for each new season or new episode, and there being like officially like an actual season finale, but then they made a movie which I thought was going to be the real finale, but then they had one more season and that is finally the official finale, so I'm like, thank God. But don't get me wrong, it was a good show for the most part. It's very well made, there's great animation to it. I won't deny when the show first started off, I did think the animation was kind of bad, but it got way better as it went along. And the story was definitely interesting, but The one thing that did turn me off from the show near the end was the fact that I had to wait so long for a new episode, and it was definitely kind of throw-offy. It should have been more of like a Netflix type of series, or should have had episodes released in bulk, but they didn't. They just didn't want to do it that way. I understand that's not necessarily for me, but that did turn me off from it. That's just me personally. And I do hear there's a lot of other people that complain with that, but from the show itself, if you watch it all in its entirety right now, it's a pretty good show. It really is. It just turned me off in the beginning. But the problem that I have with fans of Steven Universe is that there are a lot of people that try to mix politics with the show and everything like that, and kind of push a little bit of a political agenda with it, which, whatever their opinion is, I'm not going to say in this video, I'm not judging for what their specific political belief is, but I do get annoyed when fans of a show, that when they take something that's not political and they try to make it political, even if it's something I agree with, it just annoys me because, politics are already very nasty as it is in the world these days, and I want a distraction. I don't want to have to be forced back into that all the time. But yeah, still, Steven Universe overall, it's a good show. Timing was definitely the big issue with it, and I don't like how fans try to mix politics in with it a lot, so that's pretty much it. But on the show itself, and just kind of cutting myself off from the rest of the world while watching it, it's a perfect thing to watch. Number 4 is Fortnite fans, or just kids on Xbox Live or PlayStation Network or Nintendo Switch Online or any kind of gaming platform with voice chat in it. I just can't stand like teenage boys or little kids, or even some like teenage girls just being annoying on there and just being disrespectful when you're like a 20-something-year-old playing Call of Duty on Xbox Live and having to deal with like a 12-year-old with a really high pitch, underdeveloped, prepubescent voice saying like, "Well, yeah, well, I got your mom's fish taco on my breath, so suck my nuts, dude." Another really annoying group of people when it comes to doing multiplayer online games with voice chat are people that are typically older, and they're either like man children or man women, and they don't respect their parents, and their parents bring them in food, or they bring them in like stuff, and they're still disrespectful while they play and everything. Or you can hear them be like, "Mom, what is with this freaking chocolate milk crap? Where's my Monster Energy drink? Gotta chug my Monster Energy." And the last group of people, and this one is way more frustrating than just kids or grown adults that are very disrespectful or mean in these games, and that is those quiet ass people that play their music in the background while you play, and you tell them to turn it off and they won't, and even sometimes they'll turn it up even louder. It's very annoying, and a lot of the time when they have on this really annoying music, it tends to be like this acoustic guitar thing that's very indie and shitty, in my opinion. So guys, just, if you're gonna listen to the music and not talk, just have your mic muted. Like, for reals, guys. No one else wants to hear your crappy music. Number 5, late night talk shows. I'm not saying that if you enjoy watching late night talk shows that I'm going to judge you for it. It's more so me just judging the shows themselves, and I think they're cringy because I'm not trying to be mean to the people that work really hard on getting these. It's more so towards the host. They don't seem to really get really connected with the audience, and especially with this whole quarantine situation going on, they can't film in their studios. They have to do it at their own houses. They don't really know what they're doing because of these very low quality webcams they have going on, and the film production's very low as well, so they just feel really detached from the people that work behind the scenes and make it really, really going. So it shows that they're very dependent on the guest stars and the audience to really have these shows big, because if it was just them, they don't really have anything to provide for the audience or the viewers. So it's just awkward and cringy just seeing them by themselves in their house. Number 6, Sonic the Hedgehog fans. I will not deny that I am restoring more faith in the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise. I say this because they have created Sonic Mania within the past 2 years, and that was a really good game, really, really good game. And also the new Sonic the Hedgehog movie was really good as well. Definitely shows they still have a lot of people working with the Sonic franchise that are very talented and are wanting to make really high quality products. That's great. But I won't deny that the fan base for Sonic the Hedgehog is very, very cringy. I'm sorry. This is mainly for 2 reasons. Number 1, they will not accept that whenever Sega tries to do an actually good 3D Sonic game, they won't like it even if they tried their hardest or even made an actually good game. They love 2D Sonic, but 3D Sonic, they hate it. Like Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, and even to an extent Sonic Lost World, were pretty good games. But still, they're like, no, I don't like it. It's annoying, guys. For real, it's just entitlement. Maybe I'm being stereotypical here, maybe I'm wrong, maybe a lot of fans of Sonic the Hedgehog really like the new games, but To me, I don't think they do. And they get annoying when you see them online and post stuff, like hating on every single thing Sonic does. The second thing I really don't like about Sonic the Hedgehog fans is that the over-sexualization of the characters when you go on DeviantArt and stuff, and they implement a lot of inflation and fat fetish artwork to them. Just, I'm not judging people that are into stuff like that, but I don't like it when it's with copyrighted characters. My God, make your own character. I know they make their own OCs and all, but still, like, maybe it's the DeviantArt like thing plastered to it that makes it even worse, because DeviantArt kind of has this own like cringe thing to go with it as in itself. So maybe that's why I don't like it as much, but just I'm weird. Anyways, Sonic the Hedgehog fans, just lighten up, man. Just like, swipe that chip off your shoulder. Find another video game franchise to fetishize. That's all. Number 7, K-pop fans. Now, up until recently, I didn't really know that much about K-pop or J-pop or anything. The only thing I've really been told from Cramchi is that Japanese pop or J-pop is more aimed at the country of Japan to market towards in itself. Like Japanese people, they market that towards. But I hear that with K-pop, which is Korean pop, they tend to market that more towards a Western audience, and they have a demographic of Americans that really enjoy that. And with that, you have a lot of these teenage girls and sometimes teenage boys who go on Twitter and they get bitchy about people that don't enjoy K-pop, which you definitely would see that with the whole H3H3 controversy with dissing on K-pop, and a lot of the fangirls of K-pop just basically went after them and tried to cancel them. It's ridiculous. I really hope that you guys who are watching this video right now are not huge K-pop fans. If you guys like K-pop, that's fine. But I feel like maybe of all these, I feel like they might be the most aggressive, considering they tried to cancel a YouTuber just because he didn't like it. I don't know. Just, again, I don't judge people for liking K-pop. I judge people who get offended when I don't like something that they like and they try to cancel me. I just hope that doesn't happen. Again, I love you guys even if you love K-pop, but just accept that some people don't like certain things. Number 9. Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and PC fanboys and fangirls. Now, I won't deny that this war has been going on for a long time, the console wars. Whenever there's a new generation of consoles and everything like that, people have to argue over, is it the Nintendo Switch? It's going to be the PS5? Is it the whatever the new Xbox console is? I don't actually know what's going to be called. I don't know. But they always got to argue over which is the best. And then the PC people, they have to say like, we are the superior master race because we have the most powerful processor and we have 120 gigabytes of RAM. PC master race. I gave up my consoles and I have ascended to the heavens of the gods of the PC master race. And I'm like, are you a virgin? No, I'm fine. I understand and I can accept the fact that PCs are more powerful than virtually every gaming console that's ever been made. Yeah, but some people don't want to have to build or purchase a fully built gaming PC. Some people just like having a physical copy and a console. They really do. And I know they're moving more towards digital, so I guess Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony are kind of heading more towards the PC route or taking some marks from the PC gaming world. But still, like, PC gamers don't feel that as if you're just better than everyone else because you like PC over consoles. And also, I gotta say to Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft fanboys, stop arguing like it's a console war. You can own one or more of each of them, and you don't have to hate people just because they like Nintendo instead of Microsoft, or they like Microsoft instead of Nintendo, or Sony instead of Microsoft, or Sony instead of Nintendo. That's fine. This isn't like freaking a world war where certain companies are fought against each other for power or something like that. That's not the case. It's okay to debate and see which ones are more powerful, but no need to actually break friendships or hold divisions amongst people. We're all just gamers. Come on, guys. And number 10, the last one, is people who write creepypastas. I'm not saying that there's a problem with wanting to be artistic. I'm not saying there's a problem with wanting to be a writer and everything like that. And I won't deny it, there are a few creepypastas that are very well written and have a lot of artistic value to them. Like, for example, I love the Ben Drowned creepypasta. I think they recently updated it to finally finish off the story recently. And another one I really liked, I think the original Slenderman creepypasta was really good. I liked The Rake. These are all freaking creepypastas that I read when I was a teenager. But A lot of them are very cringy because they take the same route with them a lot. Like, for instance, there's the people that use the word hyper-realistic way too much in their creepypastas. Like, oh, the hyper-realistic blood, the hyper-realistic eyes, the hyper-realistic testicles, whatever. There's the video game creepypastas where almost all of them start off with, oh, I found this long-lost copy of Mario 64 in a garage sale and it had the name Timothy written on it. And I booted up the game and the game didn't actually play the way it was supposed to. Oh my God. And then there's the lost episode creepypastas where this episode was only aired one time at 5:37 in the morning on a Tuesday. It started off with SpongeBob having hyper-realistic eyes and was staring at the viewer for 2 whole minutes straight with the sound of Squidward and Patrick crying in pain. It's just bad, and it's obvious that these were written by people who were probably no older than 13, or maybe they're just trying to make intentionally bad creepypastas for the memes. I don't know. Maybe they can be good. Maybe there can be like a creepypasta renaissance of actually really good quality creepypastas in the future. I don't think so, but that's just me. And that pretty much wraps up this video of the 10 things that are way more cringeworthy than being a furry. I hope I didn't come off as too judgmental in this video. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I hope I didn't come off as a jerk. I like to have people to feel good, and this is more of just kind of a sarcastic video in a way, but also some realistic. But again, I make fun of myself, I make fun of everyone. No one is gonna get spared from being judged, and I just wanna have a good time with you guys. So, what do you guys think about my choices of things that are more cringeworthy than being a furry? Are they all more cringeworthy than being a furry, or is being a furry a little bit more cringeworthy than some of them? Let me know down in the comment section down below. If you enjoy my content and want to further help out my channel, please consider donating to me on Patreon as well as my coffee. Also, please consider smashing that like button, turn that notification bell, and subscribing all together. Also, remember to check out my gaming channel known as SeetherCord Games and my no commentary gaming channel known as Seether Chills. All will be linked down in the description down below. Thank you all again so much for watching this episode. I've been SeetherCord and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everyone. Wonderful.
It looks like the Pringles face.
The Pringles face, he does! Oh my God. So like you're saying we're gonna see his brothers? So he's like the regular flavored Pringles and we gotta meet his brother cheese Pringles and sour cream and barbecue Pringles?
Yes.